Boom goes the metals and the miners. Got a whole bunch of green across the screen today. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get into today's session. Before I start, guys, if you need my help, then I'm giving away free membership access to my trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, I'm only doing it for another few more days. So if you haven't got access to that trading course yet and you need some help, it's free. Go get it. Otherwise, you'll be paying for it next time. You'll be paying for it maybe tomorrow or a few days from now. So go link in the description or go to johnsfreegift.com. The thing that I'm seeing right now, guys, when it comes to market. So let's put the brakes on. If I go back to the video that I talked about yesterday, if you guys have watched that video yesterday, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you very much for the subscribe. And thank you very much for your homemade biscuits as well too. Not that I eat biscuits that much, but it's just a saying that us Aussies love to say. Now, let's go and have a look here. Now, yesterday I was saying that this is what's going on right now with silver, gold, the gold mining stocks, the silver mining stocks. And I was saying that I'm expecting to see some sort of a move to the upside soon and the buyers to start coming back in again on the metals. Now, I didn't realize it's going to be the very next day. I didn't realize I was going to do a market update video yesterday, and then today's market update video is suddenly we just go bam, right out of nowhere, bam, bam. You know, like Fred Flintstone, right? Bam, bam. Man, imagine having a kid like that. Bam, bam. Get whacked over the head with that thing. Anyway, so I said Bam Bam's coming to town, and he did. He hopped on the jet and came over real quick. So looking at the markets today, we're seeing very big upward moves, and I expect this to continue, just like I've been saying for the last few weeks. And just like I said yesterday, that I do expect to see this thing start to make some very, very nice moves to the upside. And look at silver today. Very, very, very strong breakout bar today. Very strong breakout bar today. And in fact, if I bring up, let me bring up this one here. Look at this here. Very, 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 very nice. You can see it resting right on my 20 moving average. You can see that as the market has been trending down, we came down. Look at this here. Rejection at the 20 moving average. This is just the 20 moving average. And I'm using the daily chart now. So people are like, is that a 20-day moving average? Well, if I've got a moving average and it's on the daily chart, it's going to be a 20-day moving average. If I suddenly turn this into an hourly chart, here's the hourly chart, here's the 20, oh, it's a 20 hourly moving average. It's a 20 moving average on whatever time frame you're looking at. Oh, but John, is that a 20-week moving average? Well, if you look at a weekly chart, which you are right now, yes, it's a week moving average. All right. So if I'm going to a daily chart, I've got a 20 moving average, which makes it just a 20 moving average on the daily chart. And look at this here. We found rejection here. We popped back above it slightly here. Look at it. He found a little bit of support. Look what happened recently. Bit of a pullback. And bam! Bam goes silver. Right? Bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. Bam goes silver. Bam, bam. And so silver is really starting to make some moves. So I expect silver now to continue to make some very, very nice moves to the upside. If I have a look at the SLV, what does the SLV look like? Oh, yeah. SLV looks actually pretty strong as well too, right? You got this bit of a pullback and now a bit of a gap up as well too. So go back to silver here because silver is actually a much more cleaner and smoother chart. I do expect to see silver now to continue, guys. And the buyers are coming in just like I thought they would. When it comes to silver, look at gold as well too. Gold is actually starting to slightly break out. And if you guys remember, I drew this trend line yesterday. I said if we can get a break above this here, then it's off to the races. And then it does look like we're going to start to continue back up towards this longer term trend line I have. If I zoom out a bit more, we have this long term trend line here, right there, and then also this 1850 level. We also have that's resistance. So we're probably likely to make our way back up to there, guys. Buyers are definitely coming in. I did expect this to come in. I didn't expect it to happen straight away, maybe a few days, and then the buyers come in. But they're coming in quite strongly now. If I have a look at the SIL, same sort of thing. We had this pullback through here, and I was watching this level. Let me make that a bit thicker. All right, there we go. Yep. All right, so Maybe right there. Cool. Right. So I was saying that once we get a break above this level here, let me just take that off the screen. Take that off the screen there. Take that off the screen there. Take that off the screen there. And let's just keep it there. Right. Cool. So I was saying that once we get a break above here, this downward sort of momentum, once we get a break above, then I expect the buyers to start to make some nice moves. So right now, guys, if you look at this market, we can see that we've had a high. This is a higher high. Now we're getting a higher low in place. I'm expecting to see a break above. So it could do something like this and then suddenly go through there. But I'm expecting a break above this highs and then a run back up towards probably the 50 level. Looks like on my other screens there, looks like the 50 level. That 50 level there is in place. So very, 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 very interesting, guys, to see what's happening with these miners and metals now. SILJ, same sort of thing. Let's see, beautiful, nice little sideways phase, pullback at a very strong breakaway bar. Look at the volume behind today as well too. Very strong volume. So I'm expecting now, guys, to see, especially this pattern we're seeing now. We're seeing a 50%. If you guys remember yesterday's video, I talked about the 50% or less. And now we're pushing up. Very strong, powerful momentum play in the markets. GDX. Look at the GDX. I even drew all these funky dunky trend lines on the GDX yesterday. And I said that if we can get back above this trend line here, then the momentum to the upside is probably starting again. And we're probably likely to start to see something like this here. So if I just created the parallel trend line, and then I did something like that. And let's just move this over here. Let's move this down. Right, so now I can see that I can possibly use a trend line from something like, actually, you know what? Let's just do this here. So I'm going to create this parallel trend line. Is that the exact same angle? That was actually pretty bit steeper. So I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to use the exact same line. I'm going to create the parallel trend line. I'm going to snap it on the bottom now. And there we go, like that. So as long as we stay above this line here, we're probably likely to be in a nice upward phase like we were here the very last time phase. And then we had this one here as well too, which was just slightly off, just slightly, but as you can see, very, 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 very similar to what the other line was. So I'm going to use that line there, and that's going to be more like the momentum line. It's going to give me a gauge that if we stay above this line here, we're probably likely to continue to make a nice move up. If we break it, then it's probably likely to start. It's going to be probably likely to be failing that there. So this here, let me open this chart up. This here, let me actually just bring up a blank chart here for a minute, just so I can show you something. So as you can see, what we're experiencing right now is exactly what we experienced back here. So we had the pullback, breakaway, big gap here, a bit of a gap, and a nice up bar, and then we made for the next few weeks, we made a nice move. Pullback, gap, nice big up bar. I'm expecting to see some nice moves. But as you can see, guys, not up every day, right? It went up, not much the next day, then a little up there the next day, oh, down the next day, up the next day, sideways, oh, down the next day, and then but it's overall going to the upside. See that there? And also moving over now through to the GDX, and let me remove this off the screen here, and we're starting to see the same thing as well too. Let me actually make that good old purple. Why purple? I don't know, I just like the color purple. Very, very, very nice up bar today, as you can see. From there, let me actually bring that down a bit more, so it's there we go. So that'll be the line I use, and we can see we're now getting a very nice up bar from that there. Let's actually go to the volume as well, getting a nice increase in volume. So buyers are definitely coming in. This level here is the 50% Fibonacci level. So from the low through to the high, and then you get, see, look at here, less than 50%, and now we're starting to make some moves already. So this is a very, very powerful sign, guys, in the markets across the board. 50% or less retracements. Let's go back to this level through here again, from the low to the high. That level there, as you can see, was 50% or less, and now we're breaking up. So very strong momentum on the upside, guys, and that's what I've been saying all along. And for the whole year, I've been saying, just be patient, your time will come. And guess what, guys? It's happening. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Make sure you grab that free trading course below, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And if obviously you're in that trading course, guys, I help you with some of the foundations. You've got the chart reading strategy in there, some good trading systems, mindset. You name it as well too. Plus, I also teach you how I find the trades, how I scan the markets, my #1 trading system, and a whole bunch of other round. And plus a bonus interview with one of my mentors as well too. There's been with my mentor now for probably close to 15 years now. So yeah. So anyway, guys, go check all that out. johnsfreegift.com and subscribe, like, and all that sort of stuff. But guys, boom, boom, here we go.